50 powerful quotes for wise leaders. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Steve Jobs. In looking for people to hire, look for 3 qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. Warren Buffett. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Peter Drucker. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan. Great leaders are willing to sacrifice their own egos and empower others to shine. The best leaders are those most interested in surrounding themselves with assistants and associates smarter than they are. John C. U. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs' example is not the main thing in influencing others. It is the only thing. Albert Schweitzer. You don't lead by pointing and telling people some place to go. You lead by going to that place and making a case. Leaders become great, not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. The speed of the leader is the speed of the team. Lee Iacocca. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. Douglas MacArthur. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Ralph Nader. A good leader takes a little more than his share of the blame, a little less than his share of the credit. Arnold H. Glass. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John C. Mack. Leadership is not about being in control. It's about making things happen that wouldn't happen if you weren't there. Ken Blanchard. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennett. A good leader leads the people from above them. A great leader leads the people from within them. Good leaders inspire people to have confidence in the leader. Great leaders inspire people to have confidence in themselves. Eleanor Roosevelt. A leader is a dealer in hope. Napoleon Bonaparte. A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from passion, not position. John C. Maxwell. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. John F. Kennedy. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. John Quincy Adams. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it ourselves." Leo Tolstoy. If you haven't found anything to die for, you aren't fit to live. Martin Luther King Jr. The first responsibility of a leader is to define reality. The last is to say thank you. In between, the leader is a servant. Max Dupree. My own definition of leadership is the capacity and the will to rally men and women to a common purpose and the character which inspires confidence. General Montgomery. Leadership is lifting a person's vision to high heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations. Peter Drucker. The most dangerous leadership myth is that leaders are born, that there is a genetic factor to leadership. That's nonsense. In fact, the opposite is true. Leaders are made rather than born. Warren Bennett. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. Aristotle. Become the kind of leader that people would follow voluntarily, even if you had no title or position. Brian Tracy. Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. Peter Drucker. A great person attracts great people and knows how to hold them together. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men to do what he wants done and self-restraint enough to keep from meddling with them while they do it. Theodore Roosevelt. Leadership is influence. John C. Maxwell. Men make history and not the other way around. In periods where there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better. Harry S. Truman. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. John Maxwell. The art of leadership is saying no, not saying yes. It is very easy to say yes. The very essence of leadership is that you have to have a vision. It's got to be a vision you articulate clearly and forcefully on every occasion. You can't blow an uncertain trumpet. Reverend Theodore Hesburgh. A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go but ought to be. Rosalind Carter. The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude. Be kind but not weak. Be bold but not bully. Be thoughtful but not lazy. Be humble but not timid. Be proud but not arrogant. Have humor but without fault. USTM. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. Sam Walton. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the equality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. No. Douglas MacArthur. A ruler should be slow to punish and swift to reward. Ovid. No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or to get all the credit for doing it. Andrew Carnegie.